That's why he's on the stable. He's earned that. But it doesn't mean that the studios don't go out there when their stable can't play a character. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Funimation has the same 10 guys, but when they don't have the one voice that they need for the next season of My Hero, they'll go out and find it.
Yeah.
And that's an opportunity for somebody on the lower end of the voice acting spectrum to be able to get up there, at least for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing I do kind of worry about, like with this. I think their intentions are good, and I think their hearts are in the right places.
Yes.
But I also think, like, yeah, but a lot of you, like, people like Stephanie Sheh, she's very outspoken on this subject, and I can understand why, because
correct me, refresh my memory. Who does Stephanie Sheh play?
She plays a lot of characters. I think she's Hinata in Naruto, actually.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's Vietnamese American, so she's Asian American. So of course she's very outspoken on topics like these.
SHEH.
Yeah.
Is that how you spell it? Okay,
yeah.
So let me see her range here, because I would love to be able to showcase it. But go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, she's like her and a lot of her colleagues have obviously risen up through anime voice work.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you know, she's not Japanese, so you're gonna tell me she can't play a Japanese character? She's played a lot of Japanese characters.
And I think she's played a couple of characters outside her race too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she has.
That's one of the things where anime is kind of ambiguous at that point, because all Asian-looking actors also look white, and so at that point you can make the argument.
I think you mean all Asian actors in anime?
Or no, the characters.
The characters,
like the way they're drawn, sometimes they're just drawn pale as a ghost.
Well, yeah.
So at that point, like, you have to look at it from the perspective that it was made in Japan, ergo, these are probably Asian kids.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
But like, when a kid goes up there and says, no, they're just a bunch of white kids, you understand that too, because they do look like the same skin color.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying anything out of that.
Because, I mean, that's something people always ask. It's like, why do anime characters look white? They don't, because Japan is very homogenous, that they don't draw other races, really.
Oh, dude, she's got a range.
Yeah, she's...
More than... Okay, so we've got Orihime from Bleach. She's Mitsuha from Your Name.
Yeah.
She played Usagi in Sailor Moon Crystal. Yeah, this is a range.
Yeah, she's a real veteran.
I completely forgot about this. She's Razmi from Indivisible.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's got a range.
She acts, she directs, she does everything.
Yeah. I would want her to continue working.
Yeah.
I would want to work with her.
I want her to continue working too, because I like her.
Like, you know, this is the joke that we all like to make, is like, I'm Laura Bailey's personal stalker. It's not that case, but if I ever got onto a job with Laura Bailey, I'd respect the hell out of her.
Yeah.
All right? Because I know of a lot of roles where she worked her ass off and got a really good role there. The same thing would happen with Stephanie Sheh.
Mm-hmm.
I'd respect the hell out of them, and I would appreciate the time that I have working with them, even if it's not even in the booth. Like, if we ever met at a con, I'd be like, it was such a privilege to be able to work with you. Kind of deal.
Yeah,
because that's who I am.
You never know. One day she could very well be the one directing you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've already been able to meet a few voice actors, and all of which, like, I have nothing but respect for when it comes to professionally. I really don't add personally into it because I don't know them personally.
Yeah.
Like, the one I do know is the one that coached me, and at that point, I respect him personally because I know his family. Kind of thing. I've met his family. I've done a little bit of work with him and been able to do some interesting projects because of the guidance he's given me. But if I got to work with Stephanie Sheh, Steve Bloom, you know, we make fun of Sasuke all the time, but if I got onto a role with Yuri Lowenthal, I mean, yeah, I'd be respectful about it. Because I don't see a reason why to not do that. Why be disrespectful? Why? I mean, granted, like, am I going to go out to a bar and have a drink with him? Probably not. and it wouldn't be because I don't like them. It's because I don't go out and drink. So at that point, like, I'd probably go and I'd be like, okay, is it okay if I have a Coke? You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine with that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, believe it or not, I've actually worked with a lot of people who do get insulted if you don't have a beer with them.
Really?
Yeah. And then they wanted nothing to do with me after that.
Wow.
So, yeah, my time working in, like, graveyard inventories, I came across a lot of people. And, yeah.
You're open.
In fact, I think I've told this story on one of our Let's Plays. I don't remember which. When we were out in Grand Junction, Colorado, doing 2 big jobs. And the first job went so well that everybody had a party that night.
Yeah.
Except for me and the friends that I was working with. We went back into our room to go play some games, watch some movies, and then go to bed. I think one of our friends went out to go party with everybody else and ended up stupid hungover. He actually couldn't do that job, the next job, which got him in trouble.
Yeah.
And all of those other guys were freaking hungover. And then we come out, we're bright and chipper. Like, we went off and got the rest that we needed to get, and we got such grief. We didn't go out and hang out with them. And we didn't go out and drink with them.
Wait.
I was like, I mean, because we did go to another person's room to watch some stuff. And then eventually I got tired and I went back to bed. Or I went back to my room to go to bed. And it wasn't because I was being a dick. It's because I knew, like, I had a big job the next day and I didn't want to be sleepy for it. But yeah, we got shit for that. And enough to a point where a lot of the hardcore partier people in that job never did anything with us. Ever. So that did happen. It was dumb, but it did. But yeah, I guess the resolution that we're kind of coming to, and I know that we'll also talk about this on the podcast too, is like, you know, I get that a lot of people are very frustrated with current day situations, but the last thing that any of us should want to do is just say, we're not going to hang out with this person because of this.
Yeah.
We're not going to employ this person because of this. Because in the end, you're just going backwards. Like, for as much as people hate the 1950s, a lot of people really want to institute policies that existed in the 1950s, is all I'm saying. And we've long since moved past them, and I just don't see a reason to bring them back. And that's my whole spiel on it. And if the Simpsons want to do that, that's fine. They can restrict themselves however they want, but it will come back to bite them in the butt. And whether or not you have the best of intentions to be able to, like, because I agree with you. I do think that they had the best of intentions at heart, except I also know that sometimes the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And sometimes, even though you have the best of intentions at mind, it does have consequences that are ultimately for the bad. And so I hope that we all learn from this and just, you know, get back to work. Like, get back to doing what we're doing. I don't see a reason why anybody could really be a voice actor. I don't see any reason why anybody couldn't be an actor. At least based off of skin color.
Unfortunately, you say that, but unfortunately, shit like that still does exist in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, but...
You know, I'm not saying you're wrong,
I'm not... Look, I'm not Harvey Weinstein. If I were Harvey Weinstein, it'd be a very different place, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's... I hate to use the AA line, but, you know, God grant me to accept... to change the things that I can change and accept the things I cannot change. If I had the opportunity, I'd fucking change it. I think if you had the opportunity, you'd fucking change it.
Yeah.
But, you know, one of the other things that I'm finding very funny this year is that because of a lot of the things that Hollywood has instituted, they've kind of been coming home to roost this whole year. And Hollywood has had to pay a lot for some of the policies that they've had in the past. And I'm kind of happy about that, because then at that point you have a choice. You can either learn from what you put in place and change, or you can continue to sit in your echo chamber and nothing changes. It's one of those things that I like to try and point to people a lot of times. Like, we all behave in a cyclical kind of way, but occasionally we have the opportunity to be able to break out of that cycle and be able to move past what we were and become something better. Or worse, because worse can happen too.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now that things have gotten deep and stuff, like I said, I know we're going to be talking about this on the podcast too, but it's driving me crazy. It's gotten to a point I can't turn on the news. I can't go to, like, I can barely go to social media because I get fed up so quickly. Speaking of other stories that we actually have on here, do we? Oh, what?
Hey, nice weapon! Congratulations, Haseo.
Arcade, did you choose this area because you knew?
What? Oh, who knows why I picked it?
Oh, did we just do an advancement quest or something?
What's wrong, Haseo?
Not exactly, but we did get a special item here.
Wait, don't tell me. You're unexpectedly touched and...
Do you know what honeysuckles symbolize?
Huh? Symbolize?
Because we got the honeysuckle twin blades.
Are you sure about letting me have these?
Yes, please take them. Really, I want you to have them.
Thanks.
Oh.
Hey, Haseo, do you know what those twin swords, honeysuckle, symbolize?
Symbolize?
Yes.
No, what?
Devoted affection.
You broke Sasuke. All right,
What honeysuckle symbolize?
Devoted affection.
That was worth it.
I didn't mean anything like that. No, not in the slightest. Not at all, you understand. I just wanted you to get some better equipment, that's all, to improve your fighting ability, and...
Walked your way into a corner.
Erin Fitzgerald, she always plays the Tsunderes.
Apparently so. Well, she knows how to do it. Showed her.
Shino. At that time, I was happy just having you and Ovan with me. I really didn't need anything besides that. Shino, I miss you.
I'm sure you do.
He does. Oh, and speaking of Stephanie Sheh, she does play a character in this game. We haven't met her yet, though.
Okay. We'll take care of that in a second, because we actually are a little over time. So
yeah, we got a bee.
Cuckoo?
Alright.
Alright, so let's go ahead and... Should we go ahead and wrap things up then?
Yeah, let's quickly look at our email, and then we'll call it good.
Yes, we need to see if we have an official message from the world.
We need to advance the plot.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Yeah, blah, blah. I don't care about Crimson Verses.
Oh, Gaspard.
Gaspard. I have a question. I'm worried about Syllabus. He seems kind of down lately. So I thought if we could have some fun together, he'd cheer up. But I don't think I could do a good job by myself. I was hoping that you would help me. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to sign up for a quest called the Silent Chim and invite us along. Oh, and you can sign up for this quest at the Doldada Quest Shop, so don't go the wrong one by accident.
Oops.
It's odd that Syllabus isn't his usual cheery self.
It's odd that you actually now care.
Yeah, Haseo's finally learning to embrace the power of friendship.
Indeed. And
Okay.
when we come back, we will learn that he has fully embraced it, and now we're all doomed because he can't kill the final boss. Until then, we'll see you. Welcome to Haseo's Fried Tofu Shop, where we have the best fried tofu in town. Now order something, or I will end you! Oh, wait, that's actually the other guy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
serious right now.
So now
Now I have to act all mopey. Welcome to Haseo's Fried Tofu Shop.
but hey, Sirius is moving up in the world. It was just last time he was at McDonald's.
He is actually moving up in the world. Although, can you really say he's moving up when he moved up to fried tofu?
Well, it sounds like he's owning his own fried tofu shop, yeah?
I guess so. But he still has a problem with customer relations. Because they just don't order fast enough for him.
I didn't want to talk to you guys.
All right, so we are getting together with Syllabus and Gaspard.
So we're gonna go do a quest with them.
Go do a quest. Is this related to Sirius? Or...
No, this is just friendship.
We're going to strengthen the heart of the cards,
Yes.
is what you're saying?
The heart of the cards.
That's good, because I think Haseo could use a leg day. I think his toes have been crunched in those boots for so long, he has lost feeling in them.
Could be.
So, yeah, probably a good thing to get that leg day in. see.
Silent chim.
Okay. Yeah, skip this scene. We know.
Let's go do our best, Haseo. Syllabus. He looks the same as he usually does.
Why are we worried about Syllabus?
Because Haseo's learning to open his heart
He's not good at it.
to tears and rejection, and love and affection.
So he's becoming Sasuke.
I guess so.
All right. Well, I'm glad we clarified that. Because otherwise we might have had some issues.
Opaque beast.
Yeah, welcome back. It's been I hate to make the joke again, Alex, but it's been a while
It's been a while.
since we could do a Let's Play. Yeah, too bad we have adult things in our lives to do.
Yep, we do.
But, oh, and already we're going into cutscenes? Or...
And, where did all the chim go?
It's empty. For now, let's look for an area with chim-chims.
Okay. Yeah, this is how you know how much time has passed. Originally, I was doing anime updates for G Gundam. I stopped. Why did I stop? Because I started a podcast with my wife where we're reviewing G Gundam.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was like in such high demand for us to do right off the bat. So we are doing it, and frankly, I've actually gotten a little bit of hate mail in regards to that, because why didn't you and I come up with it first?
This is bad.
In our defense, like, I didn't think a format like that would be something that people would want until I started seeing it in action and seeing people liking it. And the first example, oddly enough, was when Andrea was watching Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
She would also watch these after shows from fans. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cute. You know, like, they're doing that, and that's pretty cool. And then our buddy Jiro actually pointed me in the direction of a Gundam Wing podcast being done very similarly. And so at that point, that's kind of what got the wheels turning, and eventually ended up with us doing a G Gundam podcast. And it's not like I haven't ruled out that me and Alex could take on an anime or a TV show in that. Right now, I think it's pretty much universal to the Geek News podcast. So who knows? Maybe me and Alex will tackle a series together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know. It just depends on what's going on. I don't know what we'll tackle, but I do like the idea of at least one of us being blind to it. That would be hilarious to me. Because then one of us can basically bask in the other's pain as they're trying to understand what the F is going on. And they don't get it.
They just don't get it.
But that's my defense. I mean, was that something that you actually wanted to do at some point?
Maybe.
Or
I'm open to it.